Look at this. It's like I have a Clinique counter in my house. This is exactly like the displays they put out on their counters for color stories or really fun fall makeup or spring makeup. Anyway, we're gonna get into it today. This is a full face of Clinique Black Honey, and they've also created a new shade called Pink Honey for those of you who couldn't ever wear Black Honey. I never could, it was always too purple for me. This is so much fun. I'm so glad you're here. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm a 30-year professional makeup artist. I used to work in Hollywood, and I also am the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. So I saw a real hole in mature education, and back in like 2021, I decided to start a Mature Masterclass just for women over 40 who are struggling with how to put their makeup on, struggling with their changing skin. And I created a masterclass and launched it in 2022. So it's a series of 23 videos on mature technique. I use all different products under the sun, all different budgets. And I talk about skincare and skin prep too, because that's so important to beautiful makeup. So check that out. You can always go watch the intro video, which is about a minute, 45 seconds, and you can discern if it's for you or not, okay? So since we're doing Clinique, of course we're gonna do Clinique skincare. This is their Smart Clinical Repair, and it's a wrinkle correcting cream, really nice. It feels a little bit more thick and hydrating than like the Moisture Surge, but oh, who loves Moisture Surge? I wanna hear, because I love Moisture Surge. They gave me a Moisture Surge in Los Angeles for the Ulta Beauty Collective trip. And someone in my life got so excited, and so I gave it to them because I already know Moisture Surge is amazing. I've already used it on and off for many, many years. And I do get a Moisture Surge with my Sonia Rizzoli skincare that I always talk about and use, but I love Moisture Surge very, very much. I'm now gonna go in with the tiniest bit of Aquaphor. And you know, I like just to pat, pat. Pat, pat. I like it in the tub. You'll have it for life. I mean, whoever needs this much Aquaphor in their life? They probably made this for like moms with kids or kids with diaper rash, because who would ever use this much Aquaphor in their life? But nonetheless, I got a big tub and I do love it because it's hard packed, so I pick up less. And it's, you know, it's really just for those areas of my face that get texture. Okay. So we had a Zoom meeting. The Ulta Beauty Collective had a Zoom with Clinique about a week ago, and we all put on our faces during the Zoom. And so I got to play with a lot of this already, and it was so pretty. And then I probably made a couple videos that day, and everyone was like, what is your makeup? Because it's so pretty. So we're gonna do it today, and with fall coming up, I mean, this still works in summer, but with fall coming up, it's so pretty. First of all, I would love to hear your Black Honey stories. I didn't know about Black Honey until the 90s. I started working for Nordstrom in 1992, and we would have like, I would be at the same counter with Clinique, and they would have gift with purchase. And I mean, come on, was anything better than a Estee Lauder Lancome or Clinique gift with purchase? And so I was selling Black Honey all the day long because, you know, they were too busy to help everyone. So I was, you know, brought in to help assist. And that's how I learned about Black Honey. And I was very familiar with it. And I thought it was very pretty. I couldn't wear it though. I was too golden. I had really gold blonde hair and gold skin. And then Miss Oprah Winfrey made it quite popular in the 90s, and she would even give them away on her shows when, you know, when she would say, you get a car and you get a car and you get a Black Honey, and she would give Black Honey away. Anyway, Oprah loved Clinique Black Honey and wore it in the 90s, and I really think had this huge resurgence of popularity, but it was from 1971 it was created. And it's just so pretty. It's always been in this type of a tube, and it's this beautiful sheer kind of berry plum. But of course, it's a little bit more purpley on the lips. Almost looks like you had like a little grape popsicle. It's so, so pretty. And then they came out with, quite recently, because lip oil is all the rage, a Black Honey lip oil, which also can be used on the cheeks. I won't be using this on the cheeks today, and I'll show you why in a minute. But this is stunning. Look at that. I like that even better. I love that. So I'll probably pop that on a little bit today. And then we have pink honey for those of you who could never wear black honey. But I would love to hear in comments your black honey story. Did you wear it? Did your mom wear it? Did your grandma wear it? I would love to hear your black honey story and what year you learned about it and what year you started wearing it. How pretty is that? Just subtle pink. That's gorgeous. I feel like people who are spring and autumns could wear that, but also summer and winters. I feel like this is a universal pink. Isn't that pretty? It's like a beautiful pink rose. Okay, so let's get this off my fingers and we're gonna get started. Now, they sent me the color story, but they did not send me complexion. So I went to Ulta because they are having a 20% off sale. It ends Sunday. 20% off if you're diamond, if you're a platinum member, 15% off, and for everyone else who's a member, 10% off. And get the app because the app is amazing. But I noticed that they had the Moisture Surge Skin Tint. And I got it in light, so I'm really hoping this is my shade. I didn't even really test it. Oh yeah, that looks good. It's that little band right there. Okay, so let's try it. You don't need a whole lot of, I'm gonna take off my wedding rings so I don't get makeup all over my wedding rings. Nice and thick, nice and thick. Pretty golden. We'll see. We will see. Oh, nice. I don't know if you've used the Clinique CC cream. I really was going to get the Clinique CC cream. I'm going to tell you a Clinique story in a minute. My Clinique story. But I was going to get their CC cream because back when I worked briefly for Clinique, they had kind of just come out with their CC cream. I don't remember what year it was. It might have been 2013, 2014. I went to work part-time freelance. I wasn't even at one counter. They would kind of bounce me around, but I went to work for Clinique and I would squeeze their little CC cream into like a little sample pot and take it home. And I really fell in love with it. And then I started buying it. You know, that's what samples are so good for because you get to try it. And if you like it, you'll buy it. So smart for companies to do samples. Okay, let me see. Let's see how that looks. Again, it's a skin tint, so it's going to be less coverage than a foundation. But because it's from their Moisture Surge line, I feel like that's going to be really pretty. I think maybe a little bit more. Maybe? Is it the right color? I think it is. We're not going to bronze today, so I'll do a little bit on the neck to bring it down because my neck is so light. I haven't gotten sun in a few years now. Okay, I'm going to go under my eyes a little bit because I'll probably use a little bit of French face just because I did not get a Clinique concealer. The store was closing and I just didn't have time, and Gracie's like, Mom, hurry up. Kids get so embarrassed by their parents. Like everything I do embarrasses her. I'm like, they don't close for 5 minutes. We gotta go. Okay, so let's see how that looks close up. You know that that's my test, is I have to look at it close up. Where's my mirror? Here it is. Looks pretty on film, on camera. Oh, really pretty. Really, really pretty. Yeah. It just looks like second skin. And it looks dewy. A couple areas I need to rub it in better. And I'm gonna have to sorry, I'm really examining this. Okay, now it looks good. It had some weird areas, but it rubs in great with fingers. I do have a damp blender too, so I can always pick up any extra that might still be on my face. I'm still gonna have to powder it because I am gonna go in with one of their beautiful new blushes, and they are a baked blush, And so I don't want to put that on top of a dewy, unpowdered skin. I do have a little MAC paint pot on my eyelids just to kind of help out with the eyeshadows, okay? So let's see. Very pretty. Good job, Clinique. So that's Moisture Surge Skin Tint in Light. And I think it works, especially for summer. I might even have to go down a shade if I was gonna do this in the dead of winter, but light works. Okay, next thing, we're gonna powder because powder blends on powder, and I'm using powder shadows and I'm using powder blush. And I'm not mad about it because it is hot out. And sometimes you just don't wanna use sticky, creamy things in the heat. Look at that. Not funny, it leaves a little pattern, leaves a little Givenchy pattern. I'm just doing a little bit. I'm just gonna pat it on. This is my Givenchy powder. I do not have a Clinique powder. I'm sure they make very nice ones, but you know, sometimes powder is just powder, and you're not gonna find a much better powder in the world than the Givenchy. I just love it. I do need a little bit on the eyes because again, powder blends on powder. Okay, here we go. Ready to start. Okay, I am going to be giving away the Pink Honey palette. It's got my dirty fingers all over it, but it's never been used. This is gonna go in a giveaway, but how pretty is that? Look at those pinks. And it has protective film over it, so I've never touched any of these colors, but the minute I open that, they're all cool, and the pinks are pink, and that's gorgeous, and that's a bone but has a little pink in it, and it's just, this is not my color palette. It is so stunning, so I'm gonna put this in the giveaway, and don't worry, by the time you receive it, the winner will not have my icky fingerprints all over it. So I'm gonna go straight into the Black Honey palette, because this is really a pretty one. And I already took the little film out of it, and you're not gonna even believe how easy this is gonna be. Watch this, okay. That's the Black Honey. I liked it because it had this warm color. It does have pink if I want it, but it's got some more slightly warmy taupes, but they're more neutral, okay? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I went in with, what shade did I go with? Maybe this one? I think I probably went in with that shade right there. Literally using this. Watch this. We're going old school here, but why not? Why not? If it could be fast and easy and look pretty close up, why not put it on this way? Now I'll get brushes out in a minute, but look how pretty that is. Let me know in comments if you've used sponge applicators recently. You know, I worked for MAC in the 90s, and when I tell you it took years to educate women to use brushes, they didn't understand why they needed a brush, because everything, even Estee Lauder, even Chanel, Dior, everything came with a nice sponge applicator. And the nicer the makeup, the nicer the sponge applicator. I remember putting beautiful Chanel shadows on with an applicator, a sponge applicator in the 90s. So it was very hard to educate women on why they needed a makeup brush. It took a lot of time, but we slowly over time started convincing women it makes a big difference to have that beautiful powder, some kind of a little powder brush for your eyes. Okay. I'm gonna take, let's see if I can get a big fluffy brush. I'm gonna just get a big fluffy brush. Hopefully nothing's on it. And I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth to make it sure it looks really nice and blended, and it does, okay? And then I'm gonna go in with this pretty little bone color, and I'm gonna go right in that corner because I think that's so pretty. Kind of open up, and this bone color is matte, so it's kind of like highlighting and opening up that inner eye, but without doing it with any shimmer. So can you see that? So pretty, but no shimmer. Sometimes I like a shimmer on the inner eye, and sometimes I don't. but it really kind of opens up that inner eye and makes us look a little less hollow because we really hollow out on that inner eye. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, Michelle, you just wait, because I know I'm at that age where everything's really starting to cave in. I'm going to go under the brow with the same color, just a little bit. Now, I could go out just like this with mascara and feel very beautiful just like this, but we're going to take it a little further because why not? Okay, I'm going to take this pretty little color. It's kind of a gold champagne. And you know my trick, I like it just on that center eyelid, not too heavy, just on the center eyelid so that when we move around, we can see that little pop of shimmer without too much shimmer. This is what I feel is very, very appropriate for mature women, just that little bit. And you know what? I like that shadow on my crease, so, and also my eyelid. So I'm gonna take a little bit more and I'm gonna go under the eyes with it because it's a really pretty medium tone. So it's a nice way to just kind of anchor that eye, kind of round it out a little bit, without looking like a dark eyeliner. And remember, anything we put under the lashes, the lower lashes, it's gonna cast a shadow. Our lower lashes cast a shadow. So you don't ever have to go real dark under the eye to make a nice impact. Look at that. See? That's not real dark, but it's real pretty. And then I'll take that light brush and kind of ombre the light and the medium color, so it just kind of graduates. Okay, love that. Okay, before I start getting into these fun colors to add to it, they have a black honey eyeliner that is so pretty. Look at this. It's like a brown, a true brown, but like a burgundy brown. It's gorgeous. I got more excited about this than just about anything they showed me. I love a rich color, especially with fall coming up. I just love a rich color. I'll try to link these products for you, but I don't know if all these Black Honey products are at Ulta. They might be. I did see, you know, a big sign that said Black Honey, but I don't remember seeing that display because, you know, Ulta doesn't really have room for that kind of stuff. So I'll have to see, but I'll link everything. If you want to buy it from me, that's great. I always, of course, appreciate the support, the loyalty, the commission. But if you just go straight to your local store or a department store, or if you want to go to Clinique.com, that's fine too. That's fine too. If I make a little bit of commission on YouTube, that's thrilling. I love it. But what I really want to do is earn an income for views. I really want to get paid for views. So that's why every time you have to sit through a commercial, it really helps the people you're watching. It really helps us because it shows YouTube that you're willing to stick it out. You're willing to watch a commercial to stay and watch this creator. So it really helps us out when you watch those commercials. Even if you just watch the first half and then do skip, because sometimes they give you that option after 4 or 5 seconds to skip. You can do that too, but it really helps us out when you watch those commercials. I do when I watch someone on, I'm rarely on YouTube, and it's funny, when I am on YouTube, I'm really more on there for like technology or things that have nothing to do with beauty, because I do love YouTube for learning, but I will watch commercials because I know it helps that creator. Okay, so there we go. I put it on my waterline up here, I tight lined, and then I have it there. Oh, it's so pretty, and of course it brings more of the green out of my eyes. I absolutely love it. So now I'm gonna go in with, I think this really purpley plum color. Doesn't that look so pretty? I know you're saying at home, yes, Michelle, wear it. It looks so good. And I'm with you 100%. We're gonna do it. So I'm gonna take this little flat brush by BK Beauty. I like it because it's kind of wide, but really flat. And I'm going to take it like this. Watch, I'm just gonna take it like this and watch this. I'm just gonna kind of tap it over that beautiful pencil because it sets it. I find if you put, although that this is a gel liner, so it is self-setting, and I think it's meant to be practically waterproof or water resistant, but now I'm gonna go in and set it even more. And of course, anytime you put powder over pencil, you kind of diffuse it, make it look a little bit more soft. It's really pretty. So that is what I'm doing. Isn't that pretty? That little bit of plum. I love it with my red hair. I love it with fall coming up. I know it's still July, but you know what? Fall is right around the corner. So my Clinique story is, growing up, my mom was an Estee Lauder girl. My mom liked Estee Lauder, Ultima 2. Who remembers Ultima 2 eyeshadows? We were obsessed with them. We also loved La Femme. We'd go to the beauty supply and buy tons of La Femme eyeshadows. We loved Borghese. Borghese made beautiful shadows, and we would love all the Christmas kits that we would get, where you would just get tons and tons of eyeshadows at Christmas, like with gift with purchase. But yeah, I was never a big Clinique person growing up. I think my uncle gave me my first little Clinique eyeshadow and lipstick for one Christmas when I was about 13, and I thought that was really sweet, and I felt like a big girl because, you know, everyone wore drugstore back then in high school in the 80s. So I was never a big Clinique person. And then when I did start getting older, I don't know how I bypassed Clinique, but I went straight to Chanel. And then you kind of start almost, I don't want to say looking down on Clinique, but it just now is suddenly outside of your category. Like, you're just not even remotely interested in Clinique. That's for people who like really natural, basic makeup, very simple 3-step skincare routine. So it was just off my radar. And when I would help people for the gift with purchase, you know, they'd come in for their 3-step and they'd get their gift with purchase, and they loved Black Honey. And so this was the Clinique customer to me, the 3-step skincare system, and then Black Honey. And so when I moved to North Carolina, I left Hollywood, we moved to North Carolina. My husband had a job transfer, and I thought, great, he'll make all the money and I can stay home and raise Gracie. And of course, you all know that didn't happen. I never hustled harder in my life after I moved to North Carolina. And we needed money. My husband just had some bad, unfortunate things happen within the job transfer, and then hopping from company to company. And so I needed work. And my sister worked for Belk department store. She was always an Estee Lauder girl for 10 years and then switched to Lancome. And she knew that Clinique needed some counter help, like a few nights, a few weekends, and I needed money. So I went to work for Clinique, and this was probably 2013, 2014. And I gotta tell you, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And on slow times, I would sit and I would go through, because I'm a skincare junkie, almost more than a makeup junkie. And I would go through all their skincare, and then their directory, their like glossary would be at the counter, and I'd open it up and I'd read all about Moisture Surge. And that's when I first discovered their CC cream. This is their new skin tint, but I discovered their CC cream and I loved it. And I loved their chubby pencils. And I started thinking, wow, is this impressive? This is not the Clinique I remember. I feel like they really came into the 20th century. Hold on. I like to break up the video so it's not too long to edit. Okay. So I became very impressed with Clinique, and anytime I could take home little samples or little travel deluxe samples or gift with purchase, or if I got Clinique in an Ipsy box, I was so excited because I really, truly became a fan of Clinique. And for me to buy their CC cream for almost a year solid, and maybe that was only 2, you know, because I can stretch a product, and their Moisture Surge I would buy. And you know I like something if I'm spending money, because this is, you know, since I became a pro artist, we got a pro discount on everything. I got 30% off at It Cosmetics. I got 30 or 40% off at Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier, all the big professional brands that are used in TV and film, we'd always have 40% off of. MAC Cosmetics, 40% off. But all the Estee Lauder companies and the luxury companies and Lancome, those companies didn't offer a pro discount. And so you never saw makeup artists with any Estee Lauder, any Clinique, no Lancome, no Chanel unless they had a high-end client, because we didn't want to spend full price for makeup when we got a pro discount at almost every brand you can think of. So I slowly started to get away from Clinique because they just didn't offer that discount. And then I tried this beautiful Black Honey kit and I'm like, wow, I really, really like Clinique. I really like it. So I wanted to do a video on it because someone out there also probably really, really likes it. Okay, we're gonna take this beautiful, so I have that plummy color smoked over the pencil, and then I'm gonna do this beautiful reddish brown just kind of out here in the outer corner of the eye. The nice thing about Clinique is they have pigment, but it's also very blender friendly. It's very user friendly. You don't have to be a professional makeup artist to make these eyeshadows work. And as you know, as you saw, you can put them on with the sponge applicator. I mean, I was not mad at that sponge applicator, but look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? So I think this is a beautiful palette. I would even wear that little pink on my eyelid. I certainly would. I'm not going to tonight, but I certainly would wear that pink on my eyelid. Do you all see how I'm doing this? I did a live on TikTok the other night and really broke it down and showed women step by step how to do eyes. You see how I'm doing that? Do you see how I put the brush in there? And do you see how I'm kind of twirling it? And then do you see how I hold the brush kind of towards the bottom? Because when I want to put it on lightly, then I hold the bottom of the brush, okay? If I wanted to like put it on really heavy, then I would, you know, hold it close, because then you're gonna pack it on more, okay? Look at that, gorgeous. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with this little blending brush and we're going to just blend it out. There's nothing on this brush. I got this brush out of my brush caddy just to kind of blend the edges and diffuse that first shadow I put on. Okay, look at that. I love that. I really love that. And see, I still have that little shimmer right here, but it's really subtle. Good job, Clinique. I really love these Black Honey shadows. I really do. And you saw exactly how I did that. And honestly, when I was on the Clinique Zoom, I did my whole eye with the sponge applicator because I was sitting way over here at my computer desk. And then this is my makeup station and all my brushes are off to the side. So there was no time to reach for anything. Okay, this is what I'm so geeked out about. I'm so geeked out about this. Ready? Black Honey mascara. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I know you're saying yes. It's gorgeous. Okay, so let's see. Do I have an eyelash curler? I don't think I have an eyelash curler anywhere. Oh wait, I do. No, I don't. That's something I need to keep right here at this little makeup station because I don't think... I looked everywhere. I don't know where my lash curler is. It's possible Gracie took it. But I did do my lashes on one eye, if you can kind of see how that looks. And you can see, look how green my eyes look when you put those kind of earthy, plummy colors next to a green eye. It really pops the green. But this is a really pretty mascara. It's their High Impact. Now, I will say this about a colored mascara, and some of you know this and some of you don't. I learned about this it's interesting when you start to formulate products with a brand, you really learn about formulas. I've been working on a brown mascara with Mob Beauty for over a year now. June 2023, I flew out there. I worked with some different browns, added some different depth colors to it to really make it a rich brown. And we thought we came up with something really beautiful. And Vic just could not get the formula to stay pretty and consistent. And what I found out is that when you make a mascara, all you have to do is add black. That's it. You just add one color. You add black to the formula. So you come up with the formula you like. You add the black to it to make the lashes beautiful and dark. And boom, you've got a mascara. But when you now take that same mascara formula, which is high impact, and you add red oxide, yellow ochre, a little bit of black, a little bit of blue, and you start to create like a rich color. Now adding all of those pigments completely change the formula. Now, I don't know about what the high impact black mascara is like, but right out of the gate, this is a dry mascara. So if you love dry mascara and you want this beautiful kind of rich brown, it doesn't look plummy. It just looks like a really rich brown. You're gonna love this. If you are the type that likes a really wet, juicy mascara, especially because it takes about 3 weeks for that real wet juiciness to kind of dry down a little bit anyway. If you like a wet, juicy mascara, this will not be the mascara for you. But look at those lashes. Do you see that? Really pretty. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. It's gorgeous color. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. But it is dry, and I'm wondering if it's because of all the pigment they have to add to it to get this color. So, moral of the story, we are not launching a brown mascara with Mob. They just can't get the formula right, and they don't want to compromise the quality, and I fully support that. And, you know, my favorite brown mascara in the world is the YSL Lash Clash. That is my very favorite brown mascara in the world. I'm hearing the Benefit Bad Girl is good too. They make a brown mascara. But this is really pretty, and I really love it. I really love it. Okay, we're gonna go into blush. So they have a blush called Pink Honey. Now this is something they told us on the Zoom, and I thought it was really cool. They said that these blushes are liquid pigment baked. So it's not like a powder baked, it's like a liquid pigment baked. And that is the Black Honey. Gorgeous, kind of like a berry. And then this is the Pink Honey. Looks a little peachy, doesn't it? So we are going to go in with both because I'll show you why. So I'm gonna take the Pink Honey, and I'm using this little brush by It Cosmetics because I like that it's flat and I can just go right there on the cheek. Cute, cute. So this is the color, if I had to only pick one, this is the one I would pick because why? I like a peachy, pinky blush. That's my look. Pinky peach. Pinky peach is my look, okay? So there we go. We've got the pinky peach. I think that's so pretty. Let's do a little on the nose. But now we're gonna ombre it. Now we're gonna ombre it. So now I'm gonna get a different blush brush. Let's see, what about, let's do this one. This is BK Beauty 106. And now I'm going to take the Black Honey and we're gonna ombre it. So I'm not gonna put it in the apple. I'm gonna start back here and go back to the hairline and just kind of up a little bit. And that's really pretty. And then we've got the peach going into that one. And then to blend the two, I'm just gonna kind of go over that, but Very nice, right? Do you see that? Soft, and it goes into deeper. It's deep, but it's not dark. It's just a really pretty blush. If you like something that's a little bit more plum, the Black Honey is a beautiful, beautiful blush. And then something I did on the Zoom, and I'm gonna do it again now. Look at that. Not pretty? I really like that. Okay, so something I did on the Zoom, and I'm gonna do it again, just taking this and kind of blending it all together, is I took this side of the Heavenly brush by It Cosmetics, and I went into the Black Honey, and then I went into the crease and created this beautiful kind of berry plum depth. See that? Look at the difference. Like here you see a lot of brow bone, and here now we see more color, and then it ties in with the blush. But I haven't, you know, I used to do that all the time, didn't I? I always put blush on my eyes, and then I kind of got away from it. And I think going into fall and the fact that I just have more, you know, color in my hair now that I'm copper, I kind of like to bring the blush back into the eyes for that cohesive look. Okay, look at that. I love that. Love it. Love putting blush on the eyes. You don't have to, but I love it because now it makes it all match and cohesive, and it's very pretty. This looks, does this look really, hold on, yeah, I think that might look better. I was starting to look really golden and I couldn't figure out why, so I changed my lighting a little bit, but I don't know. It's probably because I'm shooting at night. Usually that's light behind me, right? Because I shoot during the day, but I had a migraine today. I had to go to the chiropractor, and then now I feel so good when that pain lifts. I kind of feel like I have a pain hangover, but I also am so happy that the pain is gone that I couldn't wait to do this video for you. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to show you something else fun. I am going to take, let's see, I'm going to take Anastasia lip pencil in Mocha. Okay. And I'm going to do Pink Honey today. And then I'm going to show you something funny. So some of the people on our Ulta Beauty Collective, they thought that the eye pencil was a lip pencil, so they all started putting it on their lips, and it was so pretty. It was so pretty. So then everyone started putting it on their lips. Okay, so I recommend doing a natural lighter pencil. And then you could start doing just a little bit down there and a little bit there. You don't want to take it out to the corners because it'll make the corners too dark. But people did that, and we thought that was so funny. Now, you can always put an eye product on the lips, but you cannot put a lip product on the eyes because it's not ophthalmologist tested. So a little FYI, you always want to make sure something for your eyes is made for the eyes and it's ophthalmologist tested, okay? All right, and now I'm going to go in with Pink Honey. I haven't worn Pink Honey yet. Shoot, did I get it inside the cap? I did. I'm almost so stupid. I always screw up my colors because I roll them up to show people, and then I don't roll them back down, and then I cram them into the cap, and then they, of course, get on the inside. Love it. Love Pink Honey. Love, love Pink Honey. Again, I'm going to show you on my finger. Subtle. It's sheer. It's subtle. It's so pretty. Okay, but like I would go out like this. I would go out to dinner. I would go anywhere. I would go anywhere like this. I would shoot content. This is very pretty. My eyes look very green. I love this look, okay? But I want to show you Black Honey lip oil because it's so pretty, okay? So I'm changing the whole look, but you saw how great, you saw how great the Pink Honey looked alone, but I wanted to show you this because it's so pretty. I mean, look at it. It's like a real beautiful plum. It's like a sheer plum, but it's almost got a little grapiness to it. Like you just sucked on a popsicle. Really pretty. And you can put it on your cheeks too, but I did not want to put it over their beautiful baked blush because I really love the baked blush. Okay? I'm not wearing bronzer today. I know, shocking, right? And I'm not even going to put on, well, maybe I'll put on the tiniest bit of French face. Just the tiniest bit of French face. Like a whisper. I think I grabbed the wrong color too. I think I grabbed Fair Peach, and I like light beige, but that's okay. We just did a pinch. Oh yeah, that's too light. That's the Fair Peach. I grabbed the wrong color, but that's okay. We'll blend it in. We'll make it work. Okay, that's gonna be good now. We just had to drag it down a little bit. And then if you ever feel like you get too light under the eyes, don't be afraid to take your blush and kind of go up near where your concealer is, because even the tiniest bit of blush is gonna warm up that area so you don't look like too bright or hollowed out. We're not going for the Donna Mills eyes of the 80s, even though I love Donna Mills on Knots Landing, but she always had those kind of raccoon bright concealer eyes. Look what Tate did today. He thought this was a stuffed animal and he thought it was his and he destroyed it. Okay, and thank you for the prayers for him. I really appreciate it because he really was very sick this week and then got sick again this week, and we think he might be allergic all of a sudden to a food we've fed him for months and months, but every time we feed it to him, he throws up. So I mean, what else could it be? Okay, there we go. Clinique Black Honey. What will you get? Remember, I'm going to put the Pink Honey eyeshadow palette in my next giveaway, and I am just crazy about this collection. And like I said, I really fell in love with Clinique when I started freelancing for them, reading about the new formulas, reading how advanced they got with skincare and technology and their textures, and I just absolutely love Clinique. I wanted to say real quick too, I'm not sure if I'm loving the skin tint, but I have to try it again because I like to put on my makeup when I've freshly skin prepped and did fresh SPF and everything's kind of juicy and hydrated. And I put my makeup on, I put my skincare on this morning. I put my SPF on right before I had to go to the chiropractor. And then you saw me just put this on, and then a little of the Aquaphor. So I thought that would be enough, and I don't think it is because the skin tint looks great on most of the face, but for some reason, right around here, it's in my pores and it's looking a little dry, and a skin tint should never be dry, and it should never be settling in my pores right here and right here. Now, it could be because I did a quick glycolic pad the other day, and I feel like it kind of really dried me out. I was pink for a few days. It could be because I didn't have all my layered Sonia Roselli juicy, moisturizer on. This probably was not enough. And then I have the Aquaphor here, so it's gorgeous here, and it's even pretty right through here. But like I really started seeing it in my pores right here and here. So, but it's gorgeous on the forehead. It's great on the nose and cheeks. So I don't know. I'm just saying, if you do need a skin tint and you did want to try this, I would say save your receipt, try it. And if you don't like it, Ulta will always take it back. Or wait and let me try it again and let me see what I think. But I don't want to send you out to get this based on what I'm seeing right here, which it's settling in my pores. Again, that could be a me problem. I just might not have freshly prepped skin, which just goes to show you how important skin prep is. Skin prep is so important to beautiful makeup. You saw it here, but it looks pretty good. It really does. And I do have that beautiful Givenchy powder on, which kind of saves the day in my opinion. Okay. Thank you for being here. Again, let us know your Clinique Black Honey story. Can't wait to hear who wore it. Did you wear it? Did your family wear it? What year? I had even had a couple gals, was it TikTok or Instagram, who said, I've never heard of Black Honey. And I'm like, what? What? Did you not watch Oprah in the 90s? Everyone knew Black Honey in the 90s. But this is why I love our community, because I learned so much. There are women out there that do not know Black Honey, and that's okay. They might have been really busy raising babies or working out of the home and raising a family. And so if you don't know what Black Honey is, good for you. You were busy living life. But I just love hearing these stories. I love your stories, so keep them coming, okay? All right. I will see you back next week. Next week is my birthday, which means it's also Gracie's birthday. She was born on my 40th birthday. She's going to be 17. You can do the math. So next Wednesday night, I'm going to do a Stevie Nicks look. And then next Saturday, I don't know yet. We'll see. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. I love you. God loves you. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.